solutions become too high, become too much challenging, they become so stressful, and you find that you get no solution to the issues and challenges of life that you may be going through. But here at EBN TV, the Spheres of Life, we make sure that we have transparency, we have objectivity, and we have sanity in the stories that we're making here. And again, we make sure that we have a solution to the challenges that you may find in your life. And again, because here we are one another and we belong to one another, this is where you find the solution that you need. It is a great week, today being the 22nd of June, and we recognize, or this month is recognized as the Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And people have gone through a lot of challenges in life, and maybe a challenge that if shared, you get a solution from different people. And this month we want to, as we start off the show, there are some just small or key pillars that we want to note, and maybe share or even share a message to men as to why, if challenges find them, and much more when it comes to their mind or to their mental capacity and their mental capability, we want to see which solutions do we get. And tonight we have Lois Mwendwa. She's a registered nurse here in Kenya, and she will be helping us understand a topic that we shared last Sunday, the first time, and today doing the part 2 of it. We want to understand, how do you manage to tackle the issues of a nurse at the same time doing ministry, or being a gospel minister at the same time. And these are healing hands and uplifted souls tonight with Lois Mwendwa on board. But before we start the show, this is how we do it.
Oh Jesus, we call your name, for your name is great, for your name is to be praised. In the name of Jesus, miracle happens in your name, miracle happens in your name, miracle happens in your name, great things happen in your name. Oh Jesus, it's the name of power. Yeah. When we call the name of Jesus, miracle happens in His name. Seda bagada doxiana, ola taya la bagadosiana, sana bagada doxiata, erra come la dia dosena, erra da dosiana manesa, yes atakapaya, iana da dose paira da diana, ola nesa taya kapone. Erra come la dia dosena, erra da dosiana
Welcome back to EBN TV, the Spheres of Life. We are on board Lois Mwendo. She's a registered nurse. Welcome to EBN TV, Lois.
Thank you.
Yeah, how was your day?
My day was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we are here again to do part 2 of what we did last Sunday, healing ends and uplifted souls. And this is crafted to mean that you enter different things at the same time, and there are 2 indents for, let's say, and quote, a normal person to do the same. Yes, we want to recognize that June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
Sometimes we depend on one another as a people. That is why I think we coexist to, maybe let's put it like we coexist to live. And tonight, as we are recognizing or even trying to remember what we should be doing as men this month, men go through a lot of challenges that are so much recognized, and sometimes I hear people say that crying is not vulnerability. Now, men go a lot of things and go through a lot of stuff. What advice or what message do you have for men this month before we go to our main business?
Okay. As we understand that it is Men's Mental Awareness Month, and it has been there that most of, like, let me say 99% of men, they don't share what they are suffering from, or maybe when they have issue, they cannot even explain, they cannot share to anyone. But sometimes I do take is, you know, a lot of things happens in men and they are not recognized. Men pass through a lot of hard things, but it's not even recognized. What I can just tell men, because I have brothers, I have friends, I have colleagues, I can just talk to them that whenever you have something that is, it's hard in your heart, it's so heavy, it is good to share. Just make sure you find a friend, a friend who you can be sharing. You know, they say a problem I have shared is half solved. Yeah, so it's good. It's good to share. You know, we ladies, we can cry, we can do what, but men, it is so hard for them. But sometimes I do say that just share, just find a friend you can trust and share. It's not bad. Yeah.
But sometimes winning a trust from someone is too hard.
It is too hard, I understand, but you can't lack that one good friend. Okay, friends sometimes betray us, but you can't lack one friend. Just make sure you have someone who is close to you. Yeah. Even if it's your wife, your brother, your friend. Yeah.
Okay, good. I think that's a good message to men. And remember, this is EBN TV, the Spheres of Life, a social media platform, Somba Jeff the Legend on Facebook and TLP TV on YouTube. Remember to send your comment and we shall be doing the same. And if you're watching and you have this stream, kindly share widely so that we get more viewership and we get to help more people going through some challenges in life. But today we are doing something different from Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, or we just want to touch so that people know that we're still aware of what is happening. And again, we need to send a message to men that you have to cry, and you have to find a confidant or even a friend who you can share what you're going through with, because this life, you don't have to be like an island. And so tonight, I think you're supposed to do a kind of introduction, because maybe great people or many people watching right now were not there last time, and they want to know who is in studio tonight and what do they do.
Okay, so welcome back. We were here on Sunday and we are back today. So my name is Lois. I am a registered nurse. I come from Kitui, Mwingi, and I am a worshipper. I just reside at Pipeline, and we are back. And as we still pushing on our topic, we still discuss just a few things about men, mental life, mental awareness. So welcome, and keep watching. Make sure you send, you leave a comment there. Tell us where you're watching from. Yes.
Okay, and I think we left at a point whereby I think we touched from there. sometimes you may find what you're doing as part of administering to sick people or to sick patients. There is a time where we get that drugs that you administer, or even the medicines that you give to patients, sometimes does not work. And this is nature, and this is what we need to accept as people. So it's so like you may be expecting something too high, like maybe a present, but later you don't receive it. The same thing, you may be sick, and we opt for healing. We opt for total settlement, but healing process is not a one-day thing or a one-minute thing. Sure. It's a process, it's a procedure. So sometimes you find that drugs are not taking care of what you desire, and that is when we asked, where does faith apply here?
Okay, in that point, sometimes, patients might come and be on medication like a week, or maybe even more than a week, but he comes back and say, I'm not yet well. Now in that position is where you practice your faith. Now you tell God, I am done, now you take over. Because sometimes we've met a lot of people, and some people are not even sick. It is just their psychology. It's just what has been interfered with. Some people come to the hospital not because they are sick, but because they are facing a lot of things, and psychologically they think, I am sick. Because while at hospital, sometimes you meet people, and patient comes and says, I'm feeling this and this and this, but according to our observation, we find that this is not sickness. This is not sickness. Sometimes you try to talk to patient and they are relieved and they are well. They just lack someone to talk to them, encourage them, give them a word. And they be well. So sometimes you can use your faith. Exactly.
And are you supposed to carry faith for your patient, or
you are not supposed to? It's just you just carry it inside. You don't show. You just talk to your God, because you are not allowed. Okay.
And now you in the medical field, and you deal with sick people and all people with different situations, health situations. Others are so complex, others are just mild. Have this patient noticed that you're a minister? And if they've noticed, do they notice that maybe ministry is overlapping your medical life, or you as a professional nurse?
Okay, actually there was a time there came a patient. She was from a church I ministered. So when I was just walking around, she called me and she told me, you are Lois? Yes. You came to our church? Yes. So sometimes they come, and if they find you there, because they know you are still a minister and you're still a medic, they will prefer being handled by you. So most of them, they come and looking for Lois, because they know that there is something different I carry. It is not just all about being a medic, knowing things about medicine, but I'm still a worshipper, and I have faith in God. Sometimes you'll meet a lot of people in hospital. There are people who are not even believers, they don't even believe, but they are still believers. They will come to the hospital, they get admitted. And yes, they know that I am a minister, and they know that I am a nurse. But most of them, when they come, there is no one who has ever felt like one of my what I'm doing is overlapping the other. They just come, I treat them, and they go back.
Okay. And I think this is very close to the same. Is your work as a nurse part of your ministry, and how does it get to be a ministry at the same time?
Okay, I can say yes, because sometimes I remember when I was, I think 2023, I went somewhere in a weekend challenge, and through my worship, people got healed. It was a weekend challenge in my school where I was high school. And through the worship, people are delivered, people are healed. And sometimes what we take is like they are matching, being a nurse and being a worshiper. Because when I am a nurse, I'm nursing people there. I'll do a delivery, nurse the mother, nurse the baby, people in the ward, outpatients. So it's like they really match. They really match, yeah.
Okay, and what are some of the challenges that you find when you're doing the gospel work, that is the music, and again your now work, your professional side?
Okay, first it's time. My time is very much limited. I have been a challenge about time, because sometimes being a nurse is a full time. You must be a full time. Because as I said last time, sometimes actually this Friday I'll be going to a Kesha. So I'm from work direct to Kesha, the following day I'm to work. So first of all is time. Again, it's maybe let me say financially, because I have some songs. I'm supposed to shoot the songs, but them I don't have the money is not enough. And another thing is sometimes when people share the challenges they are facing, they come to the hospital. I go to minister in a worship weekend, in a worship night, and people share a lot of things to me. So sometimes I find myself I'm too down emotionally, because I just begin to think of God has been faithful to me, but people are facing a lot of challenges. So emotionally sometimes I get affected. But I do not take it as something that will put down my faith and put down my moods. Just neutral, and I just keep moving.
Okay, let's talk about still time management. How do you find yourself fulfilling the desires that you have to do? Because you have two different callings.
Okay, there is one thing, as I said last time, when I was in campus, that is Embu, I tried my best to balance everything, ministry and work, because both are so important and I have to work on them. So when I was in school, I could try my very best to balance everything. For the matter of time, I could, as I said last time, I could go to worship night, go to ministry, like the whole weekend, and come back to school, and I still am supposed to read, because I still do exams, and I'm not supposed to fail because I'm going to missions. So one thing that I started working on is the time. Because I had set my mind that even if I'm going for a worship night, I'm going for a mission, I am set in mind that I still have something else to do. So I'll manage my time. The time I'll be back to school, get direct to books, start reading seriously. So right now, I've not been struggling so much with time, because during that time, I tried my best to balance everything. So right now, I find it so easy for me. Sometimes people could ask me, Lois, how do you manage? How do you manage? Don't you feel like it's a burden to you? But I tell them it is because, when God is lifting you, He makes you to undergo a certain process. And through that process of being molded, it is where you become. And after you become, some things you don't even feel like they are burden to you. Because people have been asking me, Lois, why can't you leave this and just be on one side? I tell them, no, both are so important in my life, and I have to. So time has never been my issue. I just feel I'm very okay. People sees me from work to Kesha, and they say, why can't you rest? Why can't you leave this and begin? No, I tell them, I am trying my best to balance everything. And because I told God that there is none of them will fail. I'll push them and push them, because if God has given me the grace, I will utilize it.
Great. And why do you think that managing your time is a great discipline, something that you need to uphold to the highest?
Okay, for me, I can say that it's a great discipline. At first, you can't be employed and just be going to work just the way you want. You must keep time. And there is one thing in me that I don't like going to job late, and also in Kesha, like even if I'm going to Kesha, sometimes I can even prefer I just go home, don't even take any food, just go to Kesha and go and pray. So I think I like keeping time actually. I like keeping time so much. Even right now, if someone calls me and tells me we meet somewhere, then I'll be there at that time. They are not there. I'll be very harsh. I don't like. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great one. And because you're a nurse and a gospel minister at the same time, I wish you to convey a message to all gospel worshipers or even singers out there.
Okay, my message to every worshiper, every gospel minister, you know, you have to keep yourself consecrated. There is a point that you have to go deeper. You know, you cannot appear to people and bring them to the place you have not been. So you must go deeper. You must go higher. It is not just about appearing and ministering. You have to spend your time, your private time, and talk to God, commune with the Holy Spirit, so that God gives you something. When you're going to deliver, you have something in your spirit. So to all gospel ministers, maybe you're a pastor, you're a worshiper, you are a whatever you are, even the instrumentalists, make sure that you commune with God. It is not just being on Sunday, you're there, you're ministering. Make sure you spend your time, your special time with God, pray and talk to God. Just be there and hear the voice of God.
Okay, and we have scriptures and we have themes. Which ones inspire your music too much?
The
themes and scriptures.
Okay, first,
or what inspire your music?
First, it's about Thanksgiving, because even the songs that I've wrote already, I began with Thanksgiving. I've written the song, I have the audio, but I don't have the video. So first is Thanksgiving, and again is repentance. The verse about repentance, thanksgiving, they are the things that really inspire me too much. And again, it's the grace of God, because it has appeared to all men. So everybody, it's qualified to receive the grace of God. It is only that people do despise. So let me say just the verses about the grace of God, the repentance, thanksgiving, glorifying God.
Okay, and sometimes you call to different places to minister. At the same time, you know what you carry, you and us. And like this coming Friday, you're going to where?
Kilimani.
To Kilimani. Yes, there is a crusade or Acacia there. Have any of your songs touched someone's life? And or do you have a story whereby when you're ministering, someone was touched and maybe they were healed?
Sure. So in different places I've gone, I've ministered, and after quite some time, someone texts me and tells me, Lois, you know, you came to our place, you ministered, and you prayed for me, and I wasn't even born again, was doing this and this, and it is stopped, and right now I'm still on there, and I got born again. You know, and it has been like quite a number of people have been inspired by what I do, and they really like it so much.
How do you feel when someone says that, or even comments what you've been doing, and they say that what you did when you came to a certain place, this encouraged me? How do you feel, and what motivation do you get from that?
Okay, personally, I don't take it like it's not by my power. All I do is to glorify God, because it is the grace of God. It is not me. Sometimes when I was coming here, actually I was just walking and I was thinking of how God has blessed people through me, and I don't take it as my glory. I just glorify God, because it is Him who has enabled, because God sends men to people. And I say that I am just sent. It is not me, but it is God who has sent me. It is because of He who is in me. He is the greater one. It is not me, it is Him.
Great. Remember, you're watching the Spheres of Life EBN TV, and this is Healing Hands and Uplifted Souls with Lois Mwendo. She is a registered nurse. Our social media platforms are Jeff Somba the Legend on Facebook, TLPTV on YouTube. I'm your host, Jeff Kibayu, and we're moving on. And in life, sometimes you find challenges, as we said, and we don't want you to feel that you're just alone in this world and under the sun. We are here to make sure that we give you the tips, we give you the script that will help you grow in your life and maybe overcome challenges that you feel are not good in your life. And again, we make sure that we cover every meander of life, ensuring transparency, objectivity, and sanity in our stories. Welcome back to the Spheres of Life, Lois. And sometimes I know the two things that you're doing as a young person are not so easy. They're so intense. They require you too much. And can you just, because a lot of people are watching and people are going through a lot of challenges, and maybe if not challenges, there's someone watching and maybe they feel this may act as my role model. What challenges do you find doing all these two things? And after that, what triumphs or what victories can you record?
Okay, as I've said, one is about time. Time management. You know, when you're doing these things, if you will not master on time management, you won't make it. And again, I said last time, it's about sacrifice. I've really sacrificed a lot. I remember sometimes I could tell God, just help me to get the fare, just to go and minister, just fare only, just that. Even if I won't get food, I don't care. Let me just, because I felt there is something in me, and I could not settle for less. So let me say time, sometimes financially, and again, as I said, emotionally, sometimes, you know, after ministering, when you're coming back, you feel you have delivered a lot. So when you're coming back, you feel you're very tired. You're supposed to go back. And pardon your question.
I wanted, you had some challenges. After the challenges, tell us some of the winnings that you've pocketed.
Okay. Let me speak of what makes me to win. Because personally, I have challenges. Because there is nobody who hasn't, who doesn't have any challenge. So personally, what has been my win, like what has made me to conquer all, it is just because of God and my dedication and how I really love God. That has really helped me, because sometimes I face challenges in life. I'm so much emotionally down. You know, I just enter into my room and prayer, it is what just has made me to keep moving. Because after I pray something, I feel all the challenges, everything, they are just gone. So through prayer, God has really helped me that I conquer everything.
Okay. When you're not doing things alone and you're not an island and you do all these things to people, have you ever find any criticism, or do you ever find someone trying to doubt what you're doing?
Of course, people, I found it, people do, you know, because in everything that you're doing, people will still talk, negative, positive, you know. I remember when I was in school, when I could go for cashiers, you know, people were like, hey, this girl, where does she get money to go to these places, But that did never discourage me, because I told God, as long as I know what I'm doing and I know where I am going, I will still keep moving. So there have been a lot of people talking, you know, because people will still talk. They will see your negative side, they will see your positive side. But what has kept me moving is that I just face on what is positive in my life. Because if I begin to look what is people saying negative about me, that is what will drag me. So I'm going to talk to you guys. Whatever thing that you are doing in life, make sure you are looking on what is positive in your life. Because people will talk negative things. But if we focus on what is negative, you will fail. Just make sure that you're focusing on what is positive. That is what will keep you moving.
Now that was criticism. What about doubt? People criticizing what you're doing.
Yeah, of course. Also doubt. People begin to say she's not even called. God is not even using her. Blah, 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 blah. They say that she will just fall. She won't make it long. I finished school. I am still going. So people talked a lot. When we were in campus, people could say she's just doing that while she's in school. Wait, when she will finish the school, outside there, the life will kick her, blah, blah, blah. They talked, but I knew that even if people talk, I know what is my purpose, and I know what I'm pursuing, yeah. Okay,
so there is any time that you find someone trying to doubt what you're doing?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and I know that is too much overwhelming. So what keeps you moving when you find like situation like that? Because I think most of the doubt and some of the critics that we find are the people who are very close to us. How do you defeat that, and how do you rise again after this?
Okay, personally, you know, in life, as I had said, you will face challenges, and sometimes you will face people will even discriminate you, and they are just your friends. But one thing that has really helped me is that I'll find, okay, even my friends will criticize me, but I am not even supposed to hate them. I don't hate them. What I do is I focus on what is positive. I will not just too much focus on what people are saying that is negative. So one thing that has kept me keep moving and keep moving it, as I said, it's prayer. Prayer is what just has helped me. Because I remember one time I talked to a lady and I asked her, you know, I'm facing this challenge and this and this and this. And she told me, Lois, the only thing that can help you, just go and pray. And through prayer, there are things that God made me to handle without even struggling. Because I was the person who, I had anger issues actually. But God had really helped me that I conquered all that. And right now, even if I find someone discussing Lois, Lois, blah, 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 me, I don't care. I just keep going and keep moving on, not even discouraged, because I know what I'm pursuing. Okay,
and before you came to all this, there is the side of influence and there is a side of inspiration. What inspired you to do what you're doing?
The side of being a worshiper or nothing?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Because I'm talking of inspiration. There's something maybe that is pulling you to the same. And when it comes to influence, maybe someone is drawing you, like you read from somewhere, or even there's someone who you feel that this looks like my role model.
I remember when I was in campus, Evelyn Wanjiru came in GGV. There is a church there around the hospital, the Embu Level 5 hospital. And that lady really inspired me too much. And again, there is this woman called Havolin. She's a medic also, and she used to inspire me too much. And through observing the lives of these people, that has really inspired me to grow spiritually and to be who I am. And again, I can't forget this lady, Edith, not Edith, Kestin. Yeah, Kestin. So these people have been really following up and down, because actually when I was in Embu, I could go meetings where if Evelyn Wanjiru is ministering somewhere, I could try my best and make sure that I'm... So she has really inspired me a lot, because I could listen and listen and listen and listen. Yeah.
Okay, what about influence?
Okay, like...
Yeah, because influence, something has pushed you to do another thing.
Okay, okay. I talked about the nursing side last time. And I said nothing influenced me to do nursing. That was my own, like from when I was a little child. I had that thing of being a medic. So by the time I went to school, there is no one I could look and say they are the one who influenced me to do. It was just my decision, and I picked it from there and till the end. Yeah. Okay.
You can tag your role models.
Okay.
Because maybe one is people are watching and they say, now I want to follow Lois.
Okay, let me tag Evelyn Wanjiru. Okay, maybe she will see it maybe any day anyway. And Kestin, those are the people I've been really following and following and following. And I can't forget Havolin. Havolin, yeah.
Okay. I know as you work and as you do this ministry, there are some gospel songs or music that keeps on refreshing you. What are some of them? And why do they uplift you?
Okay, first I will speak of the latest, the casting released. The
Sita Sahau.
Yeah, Sita Sahau. Because when I remember where God has really taken me, it can only be God.
Yeah.
I will never forget the far the Lord has really taken me. And again, it's just thanking. And the other one here, Asante.
Yeah.
So I also thank God. Like my whole life, it is just about thanksgiving, just thanking God. Because I know through thanksgiving there is multiplication. Wherever you keep thanking God, because you can't be praying every time and asking God, asking. You should also look at your life and see what God has really done. Yeah, because that's why even my first song is about thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay, good. And there is a time you mentioned about you said of the gospel ministry that you've audios and you've not recorded because of maybe issue of finances. I'd like you to share your experience and what you've done, and maybe you can give your social media handles. Maybe someone may wish to support what you're doing, maybe in the part of the ministry.
Okay, my social media handles, you will find Lois the Worshipper, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I am there, Lois the Worshipper. So make sure you just follow. You can leave a comment there, and you'll be blessed.
Okay, I wanted you to highlight some of the works you've done from your side, not what you do maybe in Kesha's or in...
Okay, right now I've not yet recorded anything in my handles because I've not released any song. But I have them. I didn't want to, because I want to do a live recording very soon, so I'm just trusting God. After doing the live recording, this is the time I release them to my social media platforms.
So what do you mean when you say live recording? There's someone maybe who don't know what live recording is.
It is now releasing the song through video recording. Yes.
Okay, good. And we are struck every day from side by side, from corner to corner, and from position to the other position. How do you get refreshed emotionally and spiritually?
Okay, spiritually, both spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes, most of the times, I like spending time in my house. And spending time there doesn't mean I just stay and spending there, it is spending time praying. And through praying, reading the Word of God, that is what has been my thing.
Emotionally?
Emotionally, I have friends who I do share what maybe I'm facing. So when I speak to friends, we discuss 1, 2, 3, and maybe share a word. I'm just okay.
Okay. Now, looking ahead or even looking forward, shifting gears from where you are tonight, the level of you being a nurse and the level of you being gospel minister. Let's start with the side of health. Where do you wish you be maybe in 5 years to come?
Okay, in 5 years to come, I should have my clinic, my hospital. Yes.
Okay.
And for the ministry, I should have released a lot of songs because I know that they will minister to the hearts of people.
Okay. I think all these things are done under certain calculations. Because I'm seeing that maybe by 5 years from now, this will be 2030, sure?
Yeah.
And what are some of the strategies that you've set, or even what are the calculations that you're doing to make sure that you have your own clinic, because your own medical facility, because I think you need to have a workforce, you need to have equipment, a lot of things. You need to be maybe in a secure building or structure. So what are the calculations that you're doing? Because I think that comes in as something to encourage or even to shed light to someone who may wish to have their own facility.
Okay. At first, one thing that I know is that you have to begin somewhere, because you'll not wake up early in the morning and find yourself having a very big facility.
Sure.
So my plan is to begin somewhere. And from that point, I keep growing, I keep growing. And you know, I'm still doing my savings so that maybe I'll have a capital to start somewhere. Yeah, so by that time, I know I'll be somewhere. Yeah.
What are some of the things you require to have a clinic?
Okay, first, it's about the licenses. Those are just the most important things. There are, first I have my license. You must have a business permit, you must have a board, like the pharmaceuticals, you have to acquire the license. Yeah, those are just the most important things that you must have. Yeah.
Okay, I think there are the issue of trying to market what you're doing, or even trying to market your facility. Which ways, or even what methods will you use to make sure that your facility is known, and known for good? Because we were also informed of the quacks. Someone who is maybe involved in a certain profession, but they're not aware of what they should be doing.
Okay, through what I'll deliver, that is what will market me.
What will you deliver?
Through what I'm doing and how I'm treating my patients, how I'm just, yes.
Okay, now, there's someone watching you, and maybe they feel they are called as you are. They are called to many paths as you are called, and they want, how do I navigate? How do I go through these things? And I feel maybe I'm not energetic, I'm not capable of doing all this. What do I do to make sure that I perform, or even I become victorious in the same?
Okay, first of all, you must discipline yourself enough. That if you feel God has called me unto these things, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your time, even your resources, you have to. And again, you have to labor in prayer, because for you to be a great person, you don't just wake up in the morning and find yourself that you're great. You must labor in prayer. You must pray. So that God can take you into another level, because God takes someone from one grace to the other. And another thing, that understand that you will face challenges in life, but that should not make you go down, should not make silence you. You have to understand that no matter the challenges I'm facing, I have to keep pushing, I have to keep going. Yeah.
But as you keep going, sometimes you find that the road is rough.
Yeah, it is very rough actually. Let me just tell you, you're watching there. As you keep going, you'll find the road is very rough. Actually, very. Sometimes it's even like very negative of what you are expecting. But you should not give up. You should not give up at that point. I do talk to some women, some friends of mine, and they tell me, Lois, you know, I've tried, things are not even working, and I tell them, you know what, keep moving. Sometimes they even say, you know, I'm even doubting God, but never doubt God, because He will make things happen at His right time. It is just that your patience is not enough. So you have to be very patient in whatever that you are doing. If you want God to uplift you, whatever thing that you are doing, you must be very patient. Because if you begin to doubt God, you are done. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. And I think I'll be reading some comments around here. Let me look at them. I remember you watching EBN TV, The Spheres of Life. And this is Healing and Uplifted Souls. We have Diana Monia, good evening. I was also following the program from where I am. Okay, good. We have Susan tuned in. We have Danu Felistas tuned in. Dina Monia, again, good job. Lois, keep serving the Lord and the nation. We have again Susan Wangui. Our God never disappoints. He gives us what He knows we will manage. It is only a matter of time management, and the topic is encouraging. We have Virginia. A good job. We have Douglas. Welcome our guest watching from Arambe, and we've I think this is what I'm reading. The last we have Alfred Wambua for the wing. Or keep sending in your comments. We shall still be reading the same. And Lois, there is something we call rapid fire questions. There is what we call in your profession, what you call scrubs and stage, or scrubs, or what we call it, stage outfits. Yeah.
Sorry?
Scrubs or outfits. I think what
Okay.
you, yes.
Like what about them?
How do you fit, or even how do you dress yourself for the occasion in your work, not now in your ministry?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. At work, I can wear the scrubs. I can wear the dust coat. That is still nursing uniform, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Another one, your favorite hymn song or worship song?
Casting Pool, of course. Right now, that's my favorite.
Okay. Another one, the most memorable interaction with your patient?
Okay. It was, I think it was last month. And this patient came and she was very ill. She was very ill, and we just began sharing and sharing and sharing. And then when I was administering the medication, the patient told me, I don't know why when you are just administering medication to me, I'm feeling better and better. And I just felt so nice. I felt so nice. Actually, the patient was discharged the following day. Yeah.
Okay, we have another comment here. Dennis Mundwa, may God strengthen you, my lovely sis. Now, there are some displays that you do before or pre-performance ritual, or what you do before you get in your work. What are some of them?
What I do before I get into work?
Yeah, pre-performance rituals or habits. What you're supposed to do before you go to work, or how do you prepare yourself before you go to work?
Okay, from home?
No, when you're in the facility.
Or when I'm in the facility, okay.
Yeah.
In the facility, you just change to make sure that you are in uniform. After that, I do dump dusting. I take the report in the ward, because we have inpatients. So I have to take the record of how many patients do I have in a day. Is there any patient with complaints? How the patient slept at night, because I'm working days, straight days. So I have to know how patient had the night, how they are doing, how many do I have to discharge today. If they are feeling well and they are feeling better, yes, I have to take the record and just know their well-being. Yeah.
Okay, the last one. And now this is where we end the show. What about shifts?
Okay, shifts. There was a time, actually, I did like night shift almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But right now, because I am the in charge, I have to be there at day, all day. Yeah, I have to be working day shifts, because sometimes I am the one compiling the reports. And doing 1, 2, 3, being questionable if things are not in order. So I have to be there all through the day.
Okay. Now, what are some of the challenges that you find when you are controlling such a facility?
Okay, there are a lot of challenges actually, because we still having students. You know, students keep misbehaving. Sometimes you give them instructions, you find they are not doing. Sometimes you're giving them something to do. They are so slow to do, they don't understand. Sometimes, you know, they have come there so that they can be taught. You teach them, and after 1 week, they have forgotten everything. And now the assessment is there, they know nothing. So it's a bit challenge, because you can feel so bad if you've taught someone something for quite a week, some days, and maybe they haven't got anything. So again, being an in charge has been really a challenge, because you have to work a lot. Because if someone misses, or maybe someone is sick, and you have to cover, you have to be the one who will work in their shift. So it has been not easy. Sometimes compiling the reports, it is a lot of work. Compiling the report is not easy.
Okay.
For the whole facility.
Okay. But we have to move. We have to keep working. Okay. Now I want you to send a message maybe to two different categories of people. And one is someone who wishes to be, or even has a dream of becoming a nurse or a medic. As life moves on.
Okay, I will send to, there is one girl who really wants to be a nurse. That is Alice. There is still Faith. There is Mweni. So I'm just sending a message to you that just keep moving, and know that being a nurse is still a calling. you have to dedicate yourself there, and you have to know that you will work hard, because being a nurse, it is a full-time job. Yes, so just put your efforts, make sure that you're not discouraged. Just make sure that your mind is there and your heart is there, because you're handling the lives of men, and so you have to be so careful, and you have to handle them well as you would wish to.
Okay. And another message to someone called to the two parts you are called into.
Okay, my message to you is that you have to allow God to capacitate you for all things, all the tasks, because let me tell you and assure you, it is not easy. But just make sure you set it in your mind that it is not easy, but you won't give up in it, and you will pursue it till the end. So just keep pushing. Keep yourself high. Don't let anything silence you. Keep going and keep going.
Great. Now your final word, and maybe you say hi to 2 to 3 or 4 people.
Okay, my final word is let me thank you for watching. Maybe some other people, I know people have been watching, but maybe they haven't sent their comments. So let me say hi to my sister-in-law, my brother, 2 brothers, my sister and my dad, Alfred, and all people who have been watching. Just never be discouraged, and yes, you'll get disappointed, even friends will disappoint you, but please don't be discouraged. Just keep moving. If there is something you are doing, just do it with all efforts, and don't be discouraged. So God bless you so much. Yes.
Okay, good. And this is EBN TV, the Spheres of Life, and that is Lois Amwendo. She's a registered nurse, outgoing. Now, this week that we're starting today or tomorrow in the morning, there's something our young people are calling anniversary for the last year. By 25th June, we had the first protest against the finance bill, and a lot of things took place, and a lot of people were not safe. You have the right constitutionally to picket, to demonstrate, and to protest. But again, the message I would like to convey to us people and to the young people more so is that if you go to the roads, if you go to different places trying to perform or even trying to carry your right to picket, to protest, or even to demonstrate, please, it is my message that when it comes to 25th, if at all we have to go to the roads to demonstrate or protest, it is my plea and my prayer that we do it with peace, because without peace, a nation can never thrive. So if we have to go, please, let's be careful. Let's take care of our generation. Let's take care of our bodies, because if you go to the roads and you are out, it's very hard for you to repair your body to full recovery. So let's please take care as a nation, as a country, and because we are led by God and we are under the cover and the umbrella of our God, I know it shall be well with our country, and all leaders shall be put into the right position. This has been the Spheres of Life from the start to the end, keeping in mind that our social media platforms are Somba Jeff the Legend on Facebook and TLP TV on YouTube. Please keep commenting, keep sharing, and it shall be well with all of us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being there, and it's always a pleasure having you listen to every of our stream. So be safe. Until next time, we want to wish you a good night from EBN TV, the Spheres of Life. I'm your host, Jeff Kimayu. We bless you night. Bye.